Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this hump day. Yo, it's the middle of the week, man. 2 days left of Friday and then the weekend. Last weekend, I had so much shit to do. Hair and church and a baby shower and figuring out the week and Monday I had to go to the damn nutritionist and I got another thing and I'll tell you guys about that later on in the podcast. And it's just, so far it's been a crazy week, but the craziest days at work are Monday and Tuesday for me. What are the craziest days at your job? Every day I feel blessed to be doing what I'm doing. I think I'd feel blessed doing anything, but I really do think that my job is making a difference in the world, and definitely making a difference in the lives of people who don't necessarily think that they matter. I do think that everybody matters in their own way, and I think we need to come to a realization that we can instill that in everybody. So we should. Every day is an opportunity for us to recognize our star power and to recognize others' star power too. By starting off the day by reflecting on where you've been and where you're going next on your stardom journey, and looking in the mirror and seriously learning to love who you're becoming and who you are. You might not be perfect at everything. I don't think anybody's perfect at anything, honestly. And I don't know why we want to be perfect. I don't really think anything is perfect. As we know, I'm a Christian, and I'm not going to hide from that. I think if there's one perfect thing, it'd be Jesus. But I think his one imperfection, I don't think he has any imperfections, honestly. I think the one person that does not have any imperfections is God. He was holier than thou, and his son, Jesus Christ, was sacrificed for sins. So if I'm going to think of one person that was, seriously probably perfect, it might be him, but maybe he wasn't perfect at everything, right? These are millions of years later. I am grateful for everything that I have every day, and I convince myself by remembering the Bible, especially during this time of the year with church and choir and singing and people doing all the Christmas things that matter. I'm reminded of the importance of the holiday season and my belief in Jesus Christ. And I'm not going to run from that or hide from it. And I'm not going to apologize for it. Now, not everybody might be religious, and that's fine. But doesn't it make you feel better not trying to be better than everybody else, just loving yourself and being okay with not being perfect? Please take a moment to recognize and accept where you've been and where you're going on your journey. Looking in the mirror, reflecting on what you're looking at, right? Every day is a great day to start the day by saying to yourself, yes, I can have a great day. Yes, I can try something new. Yes, I can do something differently. Yes, I can knit, sew, crochet, paint, sing, dance, play the clarinet, the flute, the violin, the cello, the saxophone, the drums, the guitar. You could get with a microphone and go, da 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 da, snow, 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 da 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 da, snow, 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 silver bells, silver bells, silver bells. You can sing, you can dance, you can be happy, you can make the world a better place to live in. That's the idea of yes, you can get in an RV, drive around the world. You could pick up a new car that doesn't, swallow all your money into it because it's a black hole of a nightmare. You could decide this is going to be the year where you finally find the condo you actually want. And you could also decide that you're going to accomplish all the things that matter. Every day is an opportunity for you to say to yourself, yes, I can. And then the next part of the mantra is saying to yourself, I'm never going to give up. Now, life is difficult and bad things happen to good people. And sometimes I think I might be a great example of that. But even though bad things happen, we still shouldn't let that stop us from what we have to do. We still shouldn't let that prevent us from doing what's necessary. Yeah, life is difficult. Yeah, it sucks. Friendships end. A relationship might not have a good experience or foundation. That job you thought you loved, you might hate it. The major you picked in school, you might not like that either. And the town you thought the greatest town in the world might be an illusion for a horror movie. Something might not turn out the way you want to. You might be confronted with sadness and misery and loss. This has been a very interesting year. When you lose family or you lose somebody that you thought was, very cool, and they really had an important part of your life, or they were an important part of your everyday, it's difficult to get through that. If a doctor tells you you've got 1 year to do this, it's difficult to hear that. But you got to get through it. You just got to keep going and keep pushing forward. There's doctors and nurses and firefighters and EMTs, police officers, people that really sacrifice everything to protect us. Army Reserve, National Guard, the Air Force, the Marines, the Navy. They put everything second to put everyone first. And that's to be a message to us about what we actually have to fight for. Each other. That's the idea of never giving up. And finally, we move into the phase of why not today? Procrastination and indecisiveness don't work. Why not today is the idea of getting shit done, of planning out, being prepared, and organizing. Because organization is the only way you're going to get through your life. You need calendars. You need to use a calendar on your phone. You have to put the calendar at work. You've got to see things to do them correctly. And if you don't organize your life and you continue to push off today for tomorrow, and you continue to pretend like you can buy time that you can't buy, you can't control it, and you can't stop it, then you're never going to get anything done. You're only going to be in a bad place. A place where you're desperately trying to catch up and you never can. A time where you have to reschedule shit over and over and over again, or you can't find what you were looking for, or you're not going to put up your Christmas tree, or you're not going to do this, or you're not going to do that. Why do people continue to put off today for tomorrow? It's not healthy, it's not smart, and it doesn't accomplish anything. If you have the time available to do things, do it with the time you have available, because you're not going to have any time to do it. That's why organization is important. And if you could hear that burp just now, please ignore him. He's a moron. Skip is an idiot, and he belongs on the farm with the rest of the pigs. My 2 boys are wild childs. But anyways, yes, that's the idea of why not today. It's because if you don't do things with the time you have available, you'll never get it done. We all know that being indecisive and procrastinating isn't going to get you to where you're going. And moving on, past the idea of why not today, we move into the idea of the Matrix. Red or blue, they're coming for you, the Matrix. So we're going to start off the Matrix by me talking about the fact that my Yorkie Terrier is bad. But since he's being bad, I guess the question for the Matrix today is going to be, Are all pets bad? Do pets listen? And what's the best breed? Also, well, now he's being good, so I guess I can't ask that question. But I guess I'm going to ask a question that I felt comfortable asking in the Matrix. What do you guys think about babies growing from computers? Do we think that's a great idea? What do we think about calling women birthing persons? Do you think that's a great idea too? Are we trying to allow technology to completely take over everything in like a very creepy way? Because it's starting to feel like that. It's starting to feel like people are losing their compatibility with humanity, which to me is kind of creepy. The idea that people are marrying AI is a tad odd to me. And the idea that people can't put their fucking phone down and they can't talk to each other without phones is also bizarre to me. I think the technology is good, but you can't have access to it all the time, because when you have access to it all the time and you can't put it down, that means you're addicted to it. And if you're addicted to technology, then you're never really doing anything else because you're constantly on something. I'm not sure if that's good. Sometimes it's okay to just be quiet. Sometimes it's okay to just maybe pray or read or do yoga or like play a card game. Turn the TV off, turn your phone off, or put your phone somewhere and talk to people, right? Communicate. Have we gotten to this place in society, in the entire world, where we're incapable of living our lives without technology? Where AI has seeped into our brains and our consciousnesses beyond repair? We've come to this point where there's no way for us to turn it off. At the beginning of this, were we controlling the robots? Or have they taken over far faster than we thought they were going to? How does this end? Because we continue to give all this attention to this shit and we do not stop and we don't take time and we don't walk around and we don't enjoy the earth and the green and the grass and the water from the waterfalls, and we don't take it all in, and we don't go camping, and we don't do the things that matter, then I'm not sure where we go next. I don't know if I have an answer for that. Fucking Terminator 2 is kind of creepy to me, and iRobot, it's not as scary as some other movies, but it's still kind of creepy. Now, granted, it's from a very, very long time ago, but when I think about creepy robot movies, that's the first one that comes to my mind outside of Invasion of the Body Snatchers and fucking Terminator 2, and basically all the Terminators, where you've got some robot telling you that, like, the end of the world is coming. Well, can we prevent the end of the world? No, right? I mean, that's my question. Is the end of the world preventable? And I'm thinking it isn't. But moving on from that, let's get to the next part of our conversation, which is the main part of the conversation, right? That's what this president does with his words, because I hate to say this, but this is true. More than anybody else in our country, this president's words matter. People listen to him. He has supporters. A lot of those supporters, maybe not a lot, but some of them are crazy. I mean, in any group, what purpose do tints have for your car? I don't really understand the purpose of spending thousands of dollars to get your car tinted with darker windows, outside of the fact you're a drug dealer or you are a drug taker and you're an addict. Somebody explain this shit to me, because I don't understand it. You're gonna, like, my best friend Brittany put fucking tint in her Honda when she had it, and I don't know how much money she spent on it, but she did it. And I'm thinking, like, why the fuck did that need an upgrade? Like, I don't understand it. She ended up selling the car, so, like, I'm not sure how much money she got from it, but I'm not sure she got a lot from it. I'm just saying, but okay. I see people when I'm driving all the time and the fucking windows are like black. And when I say black, I mean like cement black. And I'm thinking, doesn't that just look like it's guilty? Like, why are we allowing that type of shit? Shouldn't that warrant some sort of a question? And also, why do you need dark windows like that? Is it because of the sun? I feel like there should be like discretion and there should be rules. Now, I'm not saying this because I don't think that they're cool. They're nice. But I'm saying if the car doesn't already have the windows tinted, why are we spending money on it? That's the way I'm asking this question. Like, what's the purpose of tints on your car? Are you hiding something or what's happening? There's my question. I do think that common sense should be common, but I do not think it is. There are millions of billions of people who don't know very common things, rudimentary, elementary things. They're incapable and more so incompetent. And it's people who you wouldn't expect to be incompetent. I'm tired of hearing old people say they don't understand technology. I'm tired of the rationale being some sort of an excuse. Like, I don't understand how to do this. And then someone will automatically say they don't understand how to do something that they've never attempted to do. I have to hear this type of shit all the time at work. And I'm just thinking, like, I am a total nerd, right? I am a tech junkie. I am a nerd beyond nerd terms. I like to dissect shit. I like to investigate. I like to be my own crime starter. As far as I'm concerned, I am, Sherlock Holmes. I'm always searching for a way, a reason, or a how. Always looking for it. I do think that how do we get to this point where things that should be common are not? And you try to say something to somebody and they're like, I don't understand it, but they didn't even try to do it. This shit really frustrates me. Is it because I'm nerdy and I like to dissect shit and figure things out by myself? Or somebody be like, I'll show you how to do it. And then I'll just be like, fuck it, I'll do it by myself. That's the tech part of me coming out. I don't know, maybe. But I just don't understand how human beings are incapable of doing things on their own. And they constantly need to be leaded around with a fucking, like, cord. Like babies. Or like children in a daycare. It doesn't make sense. But I witness it all the time. Like, on Sunday, the person I sit next to in church, and she's a wonderful woman, gave me her phone during practice and said, I can't figure out how to get on Facebook. And I told her in 5 seconds she needed to delete the shit and download it again because it's blocking her out from being able to sign into it. Now, I don't know what the hell she did, but she didn't even, like, attempt to figure the shit out. She just gave it to me, which leads me to my question. Why isn't common sense common? Like, you can't actually lead a whale to water. If you don't lead them to the water, they're going to fucking die. Like, why are people incapable of doing shit on their own? I don't get it. And I'm not sure where we go from here. But I am sure that regardless, it's pretty fucking stupid. And people aren't as smart as they pretend like they are. This, that, then and now, the story of our lives, we should be living full and happy existences. Not worried about them, they, and that. Not worried about what that person did, where they're going, what they've accomplished. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's going to get to where they're going on their own time, on their own merry-go-round. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to rationalize your life to anybody. And if some shit works and some shit doesn't, that's just how the cookies crumble. That's called life. There's no easy way to get through it. It's mostly difficult. There's some fun moments. There's some great times. But outside of that, most of it is like, eh. But some parts of it are really, really, really great. Your first child, getting married, graduating from college, finding a job you actually want to work at and making it a career, finding a couch you like, right? Finding your favorite pair of AirPods or your favorite headphones, playing your favorite video game system, or reading a book or something in your life, whether you're watching NASCAR or you're on Sunday, Monday, Thursday football or hockey. Something in your life is going to make you happy, and that's all that matters. All the rest of the shit doesn't. Somebody's always going to be picky. Somebody's always going to be judgy. Somebody's always going to tell you what they think about something, and you always have to have a snapback, which is I don't care. Because if you automatically have that I don't care, then you're not worried about what they're doing, and it doesn't matter. And that's important. The grass is not greener on the other side. And typically when people want to be in your life for a reason, that means they're not going to be in your life for a season. Don't chase people that are supposed to be your friends, and don't chase people that supposedly think you're great. It's not worth it. Sometimes you need to let shit go, and that's okay. You can't, have this existence where you're, chasing something all the time. It ain't worth it. The grass isn't greener on the other side, and we all know that on the other side, the grass does not exist. It's kind of like that episode of, it's kind of like that episode of a show you're watching, where it could end happy, but instead the vampire pops out and eats everybody, and the end of the show is everybody dying, and then everybody coming back as a vampire. Welcome to it. But moving on. Moving on from the grass isn't greener on the other side, let's get to talking about Wednesday night. So, AEW's on tonight. I don't know what the matches are, but last week I watched some of it, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know how my favorite Toni Storm has ended up with absolutely nothing. She's done a complete turn, and now I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. But Michelle Monet is really doing a phenomenal job. But she's got a lot of people hating on her, so badly. There's a bunch of beefs going on with Jon Moxley and his new dude and all these people saying stupid shit. And who knows what, where, why, and how. But I'm going to be very entertained. Bandito lost their tags. There's a lot of insanity going on. We'll have to see what happens. Does anybody like when they redo TV shows? Here's a TV show they cannot do over. Friends. Also, Murder, She Wrote, they can't make that over. Now, I watch Murder, She Wrote all the time. I'm also going to say Columbo, even though they're probably going to attempt to do that again. They've already redone the Hawaii show with the guy that lived in Hawaii. What the fuck was the name of that show? They've done that over. They made it 2025 or something, but they failed at that. I can't wait till they try to figure out how to replicate Harry Potter into a TV show. It's not going to work. There's certain things that you can make over and certain things that you can't. When it comes to horror movies and they continue to try to do them over and over and over again, how many times do I have to see fucking Freddy Krueger? How many times are you going to ruin the original movie and the original plot? Now, as a horror movie buff, I've seen every horror movie you could ever imagine, probably more than once. Typically, when they try to do a movie over and they try to make 2 or 3 of them, the next ones after are not as good as the first one. You're gonna have to use some of the same storyline to get the same hype from the original movie that you made. And when you start to lose the hype and the energy and the storyline behind it, and you just start making shit up, then I'm really not sure, what that looks like exactly. I'd say that. The Netflix takeover. How do you guys feel about the Netflix takeover? Netflix taking over HBO Max or Max or whatever that shit's called. I'm not surprised. They're taking over Warner Brothers, and I think that's great. You know how I really feel? Since we're talking about watching things, remember when all the actresses and actors wanted to go on a boycott or a pause or whatever they did? I still haven't seen the last season of the show 1747, whatever the name of it was. I'm never going to watch it, so it doesn't matter what the name of it is. I think that they wasted their time doing that. They actually showed us who they were, and they left this imprint in my mind where I just don't care. Stranger Things has been out for weeks, and I still haven't started watching it yet because I don't care about it, and it's not on my front burner. I lost interest in Stranger Things 3 fucking years ago. They should have made the ending of Stranger Things a long time ago. Why did they wait? All the characters aged out, and now you want me to feel bad about these people? These shitty actors and actresses that are really not that talented. They don't have anything going for them, and they need people to watch them. So if I'm your target audience, you've turned me the fuck off. I don't want to hear about AI taking over your shit. I don't feel bad for you. You're not that talented anyway. So are you trying to get people to feel bad for you? Have you seen these shitty movies at the movie theater? They're not good. The storylines are horrible. The acting is really bad. The character development is not there. And I mean, I could just sit on my fucking couch and watch this shit at home in the living room or another room in it. Why the fuck would I want to go to the movie theater? That's why when people have mansions or nice ass houses, they just make a movie theater in the house, in the family room, and they don't go to the movies like that. I honestly can't remember the last time I went to the movies, and I don't know if I'm going back. They're not good. They're not movie theater quality. Outside of like Disney or I don't know, Marvel or Detective Comics, I'm not going to the movies. I'm not spending fucking $70 because I want popcorn and I want pretzels and I want me a big ass cherry Coke Zero or whatever we're going to drink. Typically I let my husband pick it out, but I'm not spending all this effort and time and energy to go to a movie theater to be fucking irritated because I'm going to go watch this movie with the shitty people that basically suck at their jobs, and they've sucked at it forever. These mediocre actors and actresses, right? And I'm not trying to hound in on them, but the development with the writers and the people that actually create the stuff, they're not doing a great job of creating it. It reminds me of the end of there's been a bunch of shows where I've hated the ending. Game of Thrones ending sucked. Horrid. You on Netflix ending sucked. Horrid. Okay. The end of the vampire show on HBO Max ending sucked. Horrid. Sopranos. We all know what happened in the car. It could have ended better. There's just been so many things that they spent so much time and effort on, and they just do a shitty wash at an ending. It doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't match up with any of the storyline for any of the time before it. That's the shit that pisses me off. That's the shit that I don't like. And I think that I'm not the only one that feels like that. I love watching things, especially movies, especially series. I'm more of a Netflix and chill kind of a girl now. I used to be a let's go to the movie theater, but now I'm starting to feel like, why the fuck do I need to go to movie theater? I'm already spending $100 on all these fucking streaming apps anyway, so I might as well stay at home and watch them, right? What am I going to the movie theaters for? And you motherfuckers complained about everything for so long. Of course, AI is taking over for you. Nobody wants to pay you mediocre sons of bitches any money. But when it comes to watching things, there's so much on. I don't even need to tell you what to watch. Landman is actually very good. That's been coming on Sunday nights on Paramount Plus. Been loving that show. You guys should watch that. But moving on from that, what's at the movie theater right now? Let's find out. What do you guys think is at the movie theater? I have no idea. You know I haven't been paying attention. Hello everyone, it's President Donald J. Trump and it's Trump time. Check out this red wig, it's one of my new watches. Fandango. Song Blue. That looks like something nobody cares about. The Stranger Things is coming to the movie theaters. Why? Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Atropia, Devoted Heart. Have you guys heard of any of the shit? Some crap called Pose. All these movies fucking suck. I'm not finding anything that looks half good. I think the only thing I'd go see would be the Five Nights at Freddy's. Because maybe that's scary, but the rest of this shit sucks. And who the fuck wants to watch fucking Wicked? Bro, come on, man. This is what I'm saying. There's no movies at the movie theaters. Nobody wants to watch this whack shit. What's on BritBox night now? Bro, there's so much shit on BritBox. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to watch yet. And that's another thing. I got BritBox. Why the fuck do I need to go to the movie theater? I could just watch everything on BritBox, which is pretty fucking great to me. I'm watching this show called, fuck is it called? I gotta find it. It's called Beyond Paradise. But there's a lot of other shit I want to watch. Like, I was considering rewatching Luther, but Blue Lights is on. Shakespeare and Hathaway, boring as fuck. Langley, Karen Pere, I've already watched that. Silent Witness, I already watched that. Shetland looks pretty good. Lubury. There's so much shit on here. I don't even know where to begin. Like, I don't know. They also have all the Sherlocks on there, too. You know I love British telly. So between the British telly and the Amazon and the Paramount Plus and the Disney Plus bundle with the Hulu and the ESPN Plus with all the hockey games you can imagine. And Netflix, which is about to take over Warner Brothers. There's just too much to look at and not enough time to watch it all in. But I don't really know how the movies are going to compete with AI. Because when Disney makes it so you can make your own movie, why the fuck would I ever go to the movies again? I'm already a comic book nerd. I make the stories out of the comic books in my head because I'm not much of a nerd. Dude, when I'm playing Nintendo on my Super Nintendo or my 64 or my original or whatever the newest shit is, the Switch, I'm trying to figure out how to make a cooler game than that. And I'm trying to figure out how to make the fucking game. That's where my brain is. When you make that possible for me to be able to do that without a lot of effort, why the fuck would I spend time and wasting it going to watch something? I just went over all the movies with you and there's nothing at the movie theater. Dude. But I do like BritBox and I think you guys should try it with me. It is fun, no. But moving off of the fact that I love BritBox, let's move on to eating things. So I went to the doctor. I was advised I have to eat lots of protein, which is great because I think I'm going to do more of a keto diet. Let's go. I think that Italian sausage is fire. Pasta dinners are great for easy work nights. Is canned better than fresh? It depends on what you want. Homemade bread takes forever, but just get a bread maker and make it yourself. Let's talk about buffets. I think buffets are good. You just can't eat at them all the time. You got to like spread it out how you're eating there. But it's probably better than wasting your money at a damn like regular restaurant. What do you guys think about homemade lemonade? I like homemade lemonade. And I like ordering beef. I feel like people don't really talk about beef like that, but I actually think beef is not a bad thing to order. I think that you need to have an array of different meats. I mean, if you want to be vegetarian, you could do that, but I think we should be having an array of meats, and I don't see what's wrong with it. But moving on from that, thank you for tuning in to this Hump Day edition of Born to Be a Star. Please don't forget you're a star wherever you are, brothers and sisters. You, me, and stay in them. Not only are we going to take over the United States, but the world and a galaxy beyond that. We are the beginning, the middle, and the end. By the way, Canada sucks, and they know it. Not only are we going to save the darkness with the light, but we're going to save the evil with the good. We are the one thing that can defeat the darkness because we are the light. I see that light in you, and I hope that you see that light in me. Hello, goodbye, good morning, good night, and ciao. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.